I wanted to have you guys on together, particularly because of the fact that New York and California seem to basically be these political test tubes for Democrats, where they bring all of their, robust plans for America to try them out on the people, and they seem to fail in spectacular fashion. How do we start getting people who are recognizing and living through these failed policies to start going into boots and filling in the bubble for common sense conservatism in a 21st century world?
Well, you couldn't be more right. We have definitely seen the great failure of progressive politics here in California. And the fortunate news is that we're already seeing a turn of the tide here in California. This past year, we won 4 congressional seats. We haven't taken a congressional seat from a Democrat incumbent since 1994. We were the biggest, the most seats in more than any other state in the nation. In addition to that, we won on the ideas. We had propositions throughout the state. We played in 11 of them. We won 7 of them. Some of these propositions were direct repudiations of what California Democrats have tried to do through our legislature, whether it was affirmative action or taking out independent contractors in our gig economy, or Prop 15, which would have been the largest property tax increase in our state's history. We made sure that we were on the right side of all of those issues, and California voters were there with us.
Now, John, I will come back to you, actually, because if we're sitting here looking at John Catsimatidis possibly running for mayor in New York City, obviously a longtime Republican, his daughter, the chairwoman of the Manhattan GOP. Nick, is it possible that we need to start thinking outside the box about how do we accomplish conservatism in New York? For a long time, we were able to hold on to control of the New York State Senate by having a partnership with the independent Democratic caucus comprised of people who are conservative. Do we need to start thinking in that type of manner again as kind of baby steps towards the Republican state that we're trying to envision?
We're Republicans in a dark blue state. We have to be creative. I mean, this is no different than some of the success that we had when I served as county leader in the Buffalo area, which is very blue. We have to blow open our doors and welcome people of all party affiliations. We're not trying to achieve some right-wing agenda in New York to make a comeback. We are trying to get this party in this state back to common sense. People have had enough of the extremes. What they have seen out of one-party rule in Albany, one-party rule in the city of New York has been disastrous. We've lost so much ground, and we're hemorrhaging population because of it. We need a government that gets out of people's way, allows businesses to actually do what they do best, which is serve the public. And we need to let people live their lives in this state again and get government out of their way. Anyone that subscribes to those values is welcome in the Republican Party in this state. We can achieve a lot more if we work together. This is about addition, and we're going to get those disaffected Democrats, those disaffected independents, people that can't subscribe to socialism, which is alive and well in the city of New York, which, the socialist Democrats are trying to make a play to control the New York City Council. These are things that are weighing heavy on voters. We are going to make that comeback, but it's going to be by welcoming people no matter what their past affiliations have been.
And Jessica, I'll come to you. Got about 20, 30 seconds here. It seems as if the most robust and in many ways offensive voices on the far left seem to call New York and California home. How do we do what Nick is talking about to get people to understand that they have a home in the Republican Party, particularly in places like New York and California, and together we can achieve that more perfect union?
Well, I think the number one way that we have done it here in California was engaging in every single community, not ceding a single one to Democrats. The people within these communities aren't living their best lives because Democrats have helped them to succeed. In fact, by any milestone, it would say the exact opposite. But Democrats have shown up, and Democrats have made them feel like they care about their problems. That's one of the reasons why the recall here in California is gaining so much steam. People are fed up with what the products that have come out of Sacramento and this governor. And so we really have an opportunity to see the tide turn here in California, and California Republicans are going to be there to invite and welcome every single person that identifies as being a Republican into our party.
Absolutely. Going to have to leave it there. Nick Langworthy, Jessica Patterson, thank you so much for your time. Look forward to talking to you both soon. Godspeed, and let's get the job done.
Thanks, Joe.